Hey everyone, made it through another work week. We're ready for the weekend ahead and also ready to deal with a little bit more in the way of heat and humidity too. We'll get to that in just a moment. Let's start off though with our traffic camera network. Wet streets for many of us, especially along the Interstate 80 corridor. Ran into some heavier downpours on my way into work this morning from Geneseo, taking 80 and 280, so be mindful of that. Otherwise, thankfully, no significant delays the way things look right now. Check out this sunset over Green Bay, Wisconsin last night. Ed Kiefer vacationing up there. Absolutely gorgeous with the bay water there and the beautiful color coming off the sunset. Thank you so much, Ed, for sharing your little moment of heaven with us on the News 8 app. And of course, continue to send in those pictures, those videos. I'd love to show some more of those on Good Morning Quad Cities. But here's what we've got going on this morning. Nothing too beautiful about this except for the rain that's coming out of it. We do need the rain, and there's a heavy amount of it coming just north of Interstate 80 here, especially south of Prophetstown on the south end of Whiteside County. This activity down here, though, towards Burlington is kind of the stronger activity, if you will, of what we're seeing across much of the area. A good amount of lightning near Gladstone, just north of town in Burlington there. In fact, look at all the lightning strikes, several positive strikes, and those are what we call the big boomers. Those are the ones that really jolt you out of bed very quickly, and we're seeing quite a bit of that north of Burlington. Hail potential too. We could see some pea-sized hail just north of Gladstone and south of Aquaqua. Also south of Mediapolis, another little hail spot there. Pea-sized hail possible with some of that activity. Most of this being driven by a combination of some instability and a little bit of what we call a low-level jet of stronger winds near the surface here. Also tied to this area of low pressure. Notice to the northwest of this, though, fairly quiet. So once we get past this activity this morning, the rest of the afternoon will remain dry outside of a small chance of a shower or storm, and very humid too. We're back into the mid 80s. Now tonight, that'll be our next round of showers and storms coming through just before midnight, and then we'll quiet things down again going into Saturday morning outside of a stray shower or storm early in the day. Heat, though, that's going to be surging and be the big story for the upcoming weekend. In fact, we're up to 90 degrees by tomorrow. A little cooler on Sunday because we're anticipating a little more shower and storm activity. The bulk of that, though, coming in early next week. And when you throw in the combination of more moisture, which will also be peaking early next week, that's when we're likely going to see the worst of the heat index values, or feels like temperature of over 100 degrees. In fact, we could see another heat advisory issued for Monday and Tuesday of next week. Not too concerned about severe weather today. That will mainly be held to the north and west of us, though a couple of the storms, especially as we get into Sunday, may have some gusty winds. So here's Sunday morning. Notice we've got a complex off to the northwest. Could be in here about, say, sunrise Sunday morning. We'll keep an eye on that. 69 degrees in Davenport, 70 in Moline with a little bit of wet pavement there. Here's where we go for the next 8 days. And yeah, we're into the 90s already by tomorrow. A couple rounds of showers and storms, mainly focused on one round in the morning, another one later in the overnight hours for both Saturday and Sunday. Better chance for bigger coverage of storms comes in for Wednesday of next week. And that's when we'll also slice out a little bit of the humidity, at least get us out of the 90s anyway from earlier in the week.